You are proof that folks with metastatic breast cancer can thrive.
I'm handling it as gracefully as humanly possible right now. I've been counted out so many times, but the only thing that matters is I don't count myself out.
Shannen bravely fought that battle for 9 years. Just 3 weeks ago, she gave her final health update, revealing she had to undergo chemo yet again.
Like, the idea of going through that all over again has wrecked me. Sorry? I'm gonna pause for a second.
Details on a funeral have yet to be announced, but in January, Shannen said it was her wish to be cremated and to have a memorial at her Los Angeles home.
Where do you want your ashes?
I haven't figured that out yet. I want to be mixed with my dog, and I want to be mixed with my dad.
Shannen also pre-planned the guest list to spare loved ones from the burden.
There's a lot of people that I think would show up that I don't want there. I don't want people to be crying.
By her side during that episode of her Let's Be Clear podcast, best friend Chris Cortazzo.
I don't want to look like some geek without any friends.
It's great. Together we'll look like two geeks without any friends.
Shannen's 90210 co-stars have flooded social media with emotional tributes. Jason Priestley called her a force of nature. Tori Spelling says her friend's flame went out too soon. Jenny Garth called her courageous and passionate.
Shannen's just a really strong person. You don't think about cancer when you're working with her or hanging out with her.
Gabrielle Carteris said, I know Luke is there with open arms to love you, while Brian Austin Green says, you were a big part of my understanding of love.
She's strong. She's honest. She just perseveres. She gets through whatever's going on. And even if it's hard, she will share that.
Obviously, you know how supportive that you've been, and this is probably the one time I'll start getting emotional, which is really funny.
Shannen felt especially blessed for her 30-year friendship with actress Sarah Michelle Gellar, who says, quote, it only hurts this much because there was so much love. In 2020, they sat down for ET and had an intimate conversation about Shannen's cancer journey.
What's the most important thing that you want people to know about you?
I don't know. I think that that I'm good. I'm doing better than okay.
Olivia Munn reached out to Shannen after her own breast cancer diagnosis and says, quote, looking back on the last text, she asked if she could do anything for me, even though she was in the final stage of fighting this horrific disease.
No, I'm not okay. You've turned me into a witch.
From Charm to Heathers and, of course, 90210, Shannen lit up the screen.
I think that the show can really skyrocket.
In a way, she kind of grew up right in front of us.
If it's not fun for me anymore, then I'm getting out of it.
This was Shannen's first interview with ET back in 1982. She was just 11 years old, a child actress who had appeared on Little House on the Prairie.
Gonna go swimming?
Shannen first came forward with her breast cancer diagnosis in 2015. The following year, she sat down with ET in a headscarf due to hair loss.
My message is to stay strong, have faith, and really lean on the people that love you and support you.
Shannen's cancer went into remission but came back in 2019 just before filming the 90210 reboot. This time it was stage 4 and had spread to her lymph nodes and bones.
They look at you like you're dead man walking, basically. And also, work dries up. I enjoy working. It's another reason to, fight to stay alive.
I mean, I do kind of miss this.
In 2023, Shannen was delivered another blow. The cancer had spread to her brain.
That's the hard part, Shannen.
At the same time, Shannen discovered her husband of 11 years, Kurt Iswarienko, had been carrying on a 2-year affair. Shannen signed paperwork to finalize their divorce one day before she died.
I've been thrown a lot of curveballs and ones that I never expected in a million years. Personal life, too. There's only so much crying and oh, poor me that you can do before you have to pick yourself off the ground and say, okay, I gotta get on with this.